Senior, 7 foods to sleep like never before. How to eat them. Do you want to wake up every morning with a feeling of authentic freshness, completely rested and ready to face any challenge? Then get ready, because what I'm about to share with you could radically change your nights. Today, we'll explore together 7 extraordinary natural ingredients capable of transforming the quality of your nighttime rest in ways that could truly amaze you. Let's start with an all too familiar scenario. Your mind keeps wandering while you desperately try to fall asleep. You toss and turn in bed, stare at the ceiling, or worse yet, you crash from exhaustion only to find yourself completely awake at 2 in the morning, unable to fall back asleep. Do you recognize yourself in this description? These restless nights not only leave you exhausted, but gradually undermine your overall well-being, especially as you age. Many people ignore that after 50, sleep disorders become increasingly frequent. Your circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock, begins to change, and those natural signals that once guided your rest start to weaken. However, there's encouraging news. Nature has already provided us with the necessary tools. There are powerful foods, completely natural and safe, that can interact with your nervous system to help you rediscover restorative sleep. We're not talking about chemicals or synthetic drugs, but about authentic and lasting changes that many people experience by integrating these ingredients into their daily routine. Brighter mornings, more rest, and less nighttime restlessness. Their bodies seem to remember again how to rest properly. Pay particular attention if you currently depend on sleeping pills to get through the night. This could be your opportunity to free yourself from them permanently. First, food. Bananas, nature's sleep enhancer. The first food that could revolutionize your nights are bananas. These fruits with relaxing properties that stimulate melatonin production. The common banana, found in every kitchen, could be the natural sleep remedy you've always been looking for without knowing it. But what makes bananas so special for promoting rest? The answer lies in 3 fundamental nutrients: potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium, which work together creating a relaxing blend for the nervous system. Potassium and magnesium promote muscle relaxation, telling the body that it's time to release the tensions accumulated during the day. Vitamin B6, on the other hand, is crucial for converting tryptophan into serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter that improves mood and promotes relaxation. Serotonin then converts into melatonin, the hormone that signals the brain to prepare for sleep. Consider the concrete example of Emily, a 65-year-old woman who suffered from frequent midnight awakenings and restless legs. She started eating a ripe banana with some brown spots about an hour before going to bed. Within a few days, the nighttime restlessness stopped. Sleep became deeper and more regular. After a few weeks, especially when also combining other foods from this list, she stopped looking at the clock at 3 in the morning. To amplify the effect, try a warm and comforting pudding made with banana and oat milk, naturally relaxing as well as delicious. Helpful tip: even a less ripe banana can be beneficial, as it contains resistant starch, a special fiber that nourishes beneficial gut bacteria, some of which are connected to the production of sleep-promoting substances. Remember, unlike medications, bananas don't cause immediate drowsiness, but help the brain remember how it should fall asleep naturally. Second food, almonds, silent sleep guardians. The second food are almonds, the silent guardians of sleep. Almonds might initially seem like just a crunchy, protein-rich snack, but they're much more. These small nutrient powerhouses work specifically on the mechanisms that regulate sleep. Once again, magnesium is the star, functioning as a natural switch to turn off the nervous system. When you consume almonds, magnesium begins to slow down, relieve body tension, and prepare the body for stress-free rest. But that's not all. Almonds also help regulate cortisol, the main stress hormone. Have you ever tried to stay in bed with thoughts racing through unpleasant conversations or to-do lists? The cause could be elevated cortisol, which almonds can help reduce. Additionally, don't underestimate vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant present in almonds that fights chronic inflammation. This underlying inflammation can subtly hinder your ability to reach the deep and restorative phases of sleep. Here's another significant advantage. The healthy fats contained in almonds help stabilize blood sugar levels during the night. A blood sugar drop could be the cause of those inexplicably alert or slightly hungry awakenings at 2 or 3 in the morning. The fats in almonds keep energy levels stable until morning. To maximize their benefits, consume a small handful about an hour before bedtime. You can eat them raw, or if you have time, soak them for a few hours. Soaking reduces anti-nutrients that could hinder magnesium absorption in some people. Now, before continuing with the other sleep-promoting foods, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next content that could transform your nights. Your support is fundamental to continue sharing these valuable tips. Hidden sleep saboteur, decaffeinated coffee. However, I must warn you about a potential hidden sleep saboteur, decaffeinated coffee. Before exploring the remaining beneficial foods, there's a common habit that could be subtly harming you, despite seeming harmless. Let's talk about decaffeinated coffee. Many believe it's safe to consume in the evening since it's theoretically caffeine-free. Here's the reality. Decaffeinated coffee still retains 3% to 10% of the original caffeine, an amount sufficient to disturb sleep in sensitive people. However, more concerning than the residual amount is the method of caffeine removal. Some processes use chemical solvents like ethyl acetate or methylene chloride. These substances can interfere with neurotransmitters responsible for regulating sleep-wake cycles. Even in minimal traces, there's an additional aspect. Your brain probably associates the taste of coffee with mental alertness. So, the familiar aroma and flavor could still stimulate the brain, making relaxation more difficult, even if decaf contains almost zero caffeine. Our brains are creatures of habit. The simple act of drinking coffee, feeling its warmth, and breathing its familiar aroma can trigger a subconscious signal. Your mind might involuntarily prepare for action instead of promoting relaxation, and here's where complications arise. This mental disturbance can directly affect deep sleep, one of the most crucial phases when the real magic happens. During this period, the brain eliminates the day's debris, the immune system restarts, and cells regenerate. If you don't stay in this phase long enough, you'll probably wake up feeling lethargic, confused, and unrefreshed, as if your body pressed pause instead of reset. Imagine, you're doing everything right. No electronics before sleep, quiet environment, maybe even evening meditation. However, your seemingly innocent decaffeinated coffee habit could be subtly sabotaging your efforts without you being aware of it. A better alternative: replace your evening beverage with a relaxing herbal infusion, like properly prepared hot chamomile tea. I'll show you a special preparation technique later that increases its effectiveness. Third food, cherries, natural melatonin source. The third food are cherries, the natural source of melatonin that resets sleep. Small, sweet, and delicious, but most people ignore that cherries naturally regulate sleep. These vibrant red fruits naturally contain melatonin, the main hormone that the brain releases to signal that it's time to sleep. In an ideal world, the body would automatically produce melatonin every evening. However, life interferes. Stress, age, evening screen exposure, and irregular sleep rhythms can disrupt melatonin production. This is where cherries come in. Consuming 10 to 15 fresh or frozen cherries an hour before bedtime can help the body re-establish a healthy rhythm, resetting the internal clock and promoting restful sleep. And this is just the beginning. Cherries are also rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that fight silent inflammation, especially in the brain. Imagine these antioxidants as a night crew that removes oxidative stress, allowing you to wake up balanced, clear, and mentally sharp. Have you ever woken up with aches, stiffness, or simply a feeling of malaise? It can indicate that the body isn't getting the deep and restorative sleep it needs. Cherries facilitate the transition from light to deep sleep, helping the body heal and the mind regenerate. Another fantastic advantage: when seasons change, cherries are powerful allies. As daylight hours change, the melatonin cycle can become unbalanced. Cherries act as a natural anchor to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, regardless of what's happening outside. Crucial tip: always choose fresh or frozen cherries. Avoid dried versions that often contain a lot of sugar, causing energy spikes and interfering with the body's natural relaxation process. Fourth food: kiwi, rich in serotonin and antioxidants. The fourth food is kiwi, rich in serotonin and antioxidants for better sleep. Bright green inside, tart, fuzzy, and it could become your new best friend for the night. Despite its exotic appearance and preference for tropical fruit salads, kiwis are actually one of the most scientifically proven sleep aids in the world. Research has produced impressive results, especially in New Zealand, the kiwi's homeland. Eating 1 or 2 kiwis before sleep can significantly improve sleep duration and quality. Why? Kiwis are abundant in serotonin, one of the most important brain chemicals for mood and sleep regulation. More importantly, serotonin is a direct precursor to melatonin and helps with relaxation and emotional stability. In other words, kiwi prepares the ground by signaling to the body that it's time to relax. But it doesn't end there. The powerful antioxidants present in kiwis, like vitamin C and vitamin E, also help reduce oxidative stress, a silent but harmful element that can affect memory, mental clarity, and brain function. Have you ever woken up confused, unable to concentrate, or just feeling off? Oxidative stress could be at play, and kiwis fight that burden from within. Here's a fantastic bonus: more fiber and antioxidants are found in kiwi skin than in the flesh. Yes, you can eat it all. Just use a gentle brush to remove the fuzz. The additional fiber promotes a healthy digestive system, which surprisingly also has a significant impact on sleep quality. To boost the effect, pair a kiwi with half a banana about an hour before sleep. The banana's tryptophan and the kiwi's serotonin work together to increase the body's natural melatonin production. It's like providing the brain with the precise resources needed to create restful and deep sleep. Fifth food: sauerkraut, timing and combinations tier. The fifth food is sauerkraut, but pay attention to timing and combinations. You need to use sauerkraut correctly if you want it to be an excellent sleep aid. Mixing it with wrong foods like wine, chocolate, or other high cholesterol items can inadvertently create a cocktail that keeps you awake. Why? At the precise moment when the body needs rest, these combinations can create minor but significant changes in neurotransmitter balance and digestion. Sauerkraut is best consumed in small amounts, 2 to 3 tablespoons, and tastes best with a source of healthy complex carbohydrates like oats or brown rice. The secret is here: consume it 2 hours or more before going to bed. Avoid mixing it with red meat, heavy proteins, or highly processed foods, as this can slow digestion and cause bloating, stomach pain, or even insomnia. Your body will tell you if sauerkraut doesn't feel right. Watch for symptoms like facial flushing, itchy skin, sudden waves of body heat, or dull headaches upon waking. These could be signs of histamine sensitivity, which fermented foods can trigger in some people. There's more. Vitamin C, abundant in sauerkraut, helps reduce cortisol, the main stress hormone. Lower cortisol correlates with deeper and more peaceful sleep. A crucial point: use caution if you're taking iron supplements, as vitamin C enhances iron absorption and excessive iron levels in the blood can actually inhibit melatonin production. Sixth food, oats, nighttime blood sugar. Stabilizer, the sixth food is oats, the nighttime blood sugar stabilizer. Despite being a breakfast staple, it might be exactly what your body needs before sleep. Oats are more than a cozy and hearty food. They're among the most underrated sleep aids in the world. When consumed with the right components and at the appropriate time, they can help balance blood sugar, calm the nervous system, and gently guide the body into sleep mode. Why do oats work so well? The three key components are magnesium, zinc, and slow-digesting carbohydrates. Magnesium lowers heart rate, calms the brain, and relaxes muscles. Zinc is essential for the chain reaction that creates melatonin, the hormone the body uses to regulate the sleep cycle. Additionally, the gradual and consistent glucose release from oats' complex carbohydrates keeps energy levels stable throughout the night. This final section is really crucial. A blood sugar drop is why many people wake up between 2 and 4 a.m., not because of a nightmare or noise. When the body senses that energy is running out, it panics and wakes you up with a mild stress response. Oats prevent this by keeping blood glucose levels stable. No crashes, no spikes, and no brain buzzing at 3 in the morning. And that's not all. Oats contain avenin, a special substance with modest sedative qualities. Without making you sleepy or leaving you drowsy the next day, it helps quiet the mind, reduces overstimulation, and calms mental chatter. Seventh food, chamomile, but only when prepared correctly. The seventh and final food is chamomile, but only if prepared the right way. Chamomile has been used as a natural sleep aid since ancient times and is essentially a symbol of peace. However, most people ignore that chamomile's effectiveness depends on its preparation. Simply steeping a tea bag in boiling water for a minute or two will result in a weak-tasting beverage with no impact. Chamomile's true power lies in a substance called apigenin. By binding to specific receptors in the brain, this natural flavonoid produces a calming and anti-anxiety effect comparable to some prescription drugs, but without negative side effects. Apigenin is nature's way of telling the nervous system to relax and let go. To release its full power, you need to prepare it correctly. Instead of using cheap tea bags, use whole, dried chamomile flowers to maintain essential oils. Let them steep in just boiled water for at least 10 minutes while covered. Use 1 or 2 teaspoons of flowers per cup for optimal effects. Combining with passion flower, lemon balm, or a bit of raw honey, which has sedative properties of its own, can even intensify the effects, especially if done regularly. Drinking this infusion 30 to 45 minutes before sleep can transform your relaxation ritual into something truly healing. Chamomile doesn't daze you. Rather, it establishes the ideal mental and physical conditions for the body to do what it was designed to do: fall asleep effortlessly, completely, and naturally. Bonus food, walnuts, the superfood your brain was waiting for. Finally, walnuts, the superfood your brain was waiting for. You've probably heard that walnuts are good for the heart, but did you know they're also among the best natural sleep aids? Starting with their beneficial fats, these small nuts with a delicate and crunchy flavor are loaded with a special combination of nutrients that directly influence the nervous system. Walnuts are particularly rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which the body cannot produce on its own, but are vital for melatonin production, your main sleep hormone. In short, your brain uses these lipids as raw material to produce melatonin effectively and naturally. By eating just 4 or 5 walnuts before sleep, you can assist the body in producing the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. It gets even better. Walnuts contain magnesium, a mineral widely recognized for its ability to lower blood pressure, slow heart rate, and relax muscles, the ideal physiological signals for restful sleep. The fact that walnuts naturally contain melatonin is even more remarkable. This means your body doesn't have to convert anything. Melatonin arrives directly from nature, ready for use. If you frequently wake up during the night without knowing why, your melatonin levels might be too low or dropping too quickly. Walnuts' ability to maintain melatonin production can help you rest more deeply throughout the night. To get maximum benefit, soak walnuts in water for 4 hours before eating them. This facilitates digestion by reducing substances known as phytates that can prevent nutrient absorption. Add them to a carbohydrate-rich fruit like banana or kiwi. Why? Carbohydrates help tryptophan, an amino acid present in walnuts, cross the blood-brain barrier to be converted into serotonin and then into melatonin. Meanwhile, the good fats produce melatonin during the night. It's the perfect combination. An hour before sleep, try putting some soaked walnuts and kiwi slices in a small bowl. Don't underestimate these small seeds that resemble brains. Incorporating walnuts into your nighttime routine is a quick, tasty, and scientifically supported method to help the body return to its natural pattern and get the kind of deep and regenerative sleep that transforms your mood upon waking. Conclusion: these 7 natural foods can truly revolutionize the quality of your nighttime rest. Remember that change requires time and consistency, but the results can be surprising. Your journey toward better nights has just begun. I would love to hear what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content, and thanks for watching this video.